pretty soon, projects like this will be all done by computer.
Cool 102.
Well, slowly but surely I get to work on this thing once in a while, and that's what's taking so long, is my work has just been enormous and taking up a lot of time. And I am faithful to my customers, and I do have to put away my projects in between. I did skate away with some time today. You saw we got this second barrier for separating this as an enclosure in itself. So we got one enclosure up here, we got one down here. They're joined by those tubes that I welded in, and that's for airflow. On the top here, I'm going to mount a regular shop vac filter, and that's what it's going to draw from, and that's going to be a fan mounted directly underneath there. 100 CFM fan, about a 0.26 amperage, not much power at all. This case I estimate, I don't know, might be 15 cubic feet, my two spaces there. The idea of this is to have a constant flow of fresh air, always pressurizing the chamber. No dirt will go in. If everything is coming out of this thing, nothing can go in it. My theory of creating a perfect work environment. I always did say that I wouldn't have a computer in the shop until the environment was right. Well, inside this chamber here, I plan on having the right environment for this computer. So that's about where we're at right now. And starting tomorrow, we get busy again. So just wanted to take bases with you, let you know things are coming along. There's a few other things that I've got done. Take you a walk around, show you the ventilation. Okay, both sides of the building here, this room at least, are already plumbed in, and this is going to be the suction for the downdraft, and it'll feed out through my air pump on the wall and then dump into a muffler outside. I still got some air and some other things to plumb in. We want to put dryers so we don't have moisture going in, and a lot of other things. All of my wiring is going to be going over the overhead, even out of the top of the box here. Your controls and things like that will be coming out of there. There's not going to be any wires on the ground and floor. I've been watching a lot of YouTubes of other plasma cutter owners and their videos they display, and I'm just kind of making my own mind up what I want to happen and what I don't want to happen. And I like this to be the ultimate clean air system, and that's what we're trying for. Well, it's kind of nice. I finally got my program plumbed in, computer, everything is all set in here. It's ready to rock and roll. I needed a space inside because I was lacking comfort in there, I'll tell you. But I had this far enough along to where I can get it out here, and I can cover this thing up with a blanket, and you know, also I was pretty conscious of it right now. So, but the keyboard looks real nice. Through all this other stuff here, I've really haven't made up my mind on a mouse pad arrangement yet. There is going to be two doors that close here, and probably some kind of felt or something. This will be a full face sheet mounting on here. This has got to raise up 1 inch so that my screen is exactly even in the opening here. And you can see that it is plenty big enough that I can upgrade my screen later on. Kind of queer for a big screen some. And my speakers will mount here, and I'll have a couple openings here. They'll be felt backed, and if I have to, I'll double thick the felt to restrict more airflow. 100 CFM flowing into this case should be more than adequate. I can upgrade that fan for larger cubic feet if I need to. I plugged it in, it's nice and quiet. In fact, the PC's more noisy than that little fan is, so noise is not going to be the problem. And hey, she's come along nice. I just wish I had more time to work on her. I'd have more done, but that's what we got.